Inviting me. Many people probably with
The course. Hi, Dhiraj.
Hi, Karuna. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for coming to the podcast today. For every audience that is listening to us, I'm Karuna Malik. I run my own practice by the name of Forward Accounting. And today I have invited Dhiraj Arora, who runs his own financial planning firm. We are going to talk about, for the sake of our audiences, that how financial planning is something which is very critical and how can it help every Australian if they financial plan, and how can it generate wealth for you over the period of time. What we are going to do now, we are going to start this interview where Dheeraj is going to take you through this journey, where he's going to explain what are the benefits of having a financial planner along with your accountant on your side and how it can help you long term. Thank you, Dheeraj, for joining in. We are going to start, and I'm going to ask you to give a bit of an introduction for yourself. How long have you been in this profession, and a little bit about your own self?
Thank you, Karuna, for inviting me. My name is Dhiraj Arora, and I've been running as a financial planner since 2009. Previously, I was with one of the big bank where I was helping a lot of bank customers to achieve their financial goals and helping them to build wealth. And since 2019, I set up my own practice, and I've been running massively along all throughout Australia, where I help Australians to build their wealth and protect their wealth. As a financial advisor, we give holistic advice and we work with obviously accountants to make sure all boxes are ticked and all areas are being looked after when it comes to we give advice in number of areas like superannuation planning, investment planning, estate planning, tax planning, management plan. We help people with retirement needs. They wanted to maximize their Centrelink point of view. We look into end-to-end process to see where they can build their wealth and how they can fill the gaps if they have any. Comprehensive process we have to follow to understand their overall needs and goals.
According to you, what are the biggest financial blind spots you see in everyday Australians? What are they missing out on?
Our blind spot I see is underestimating their retirement needs. When I say retirement needs, superannuation plays a bigger part. Now, superannuation is very complex. Not many people understand because there are so many rules around it. So many Australians don't even know what their rules are. They don't even know which investments they are in, whether they are in the right investment mix, which will help them long term. And missing out of number of things like personal contribution is one of them. They can add a bit more money, save tax. But we
Whereas
believe
it ideally should start pretty soon because everyone is going to retire, and it's good to plan ahead of time, isn't it?
other area which I've seen is they are over relying on properties because everyone loves properties in Australia.
Yeah.
And they just say we want to go in property investments, and they just don't diversify their money. They take so much loans and debts, and they think they will be rich by buying properties. There are a lot more other options
Absolutely.
available. Budget planning, which came recently since the inflation has gone up, everyone is struggling with their cash flows. Other area, I will say ignoring tax planning, which is a big thing because we
Yeah.
have a lot of tax to pay.
Correct. And I think this is where the accountants work collaboratively with financial planners, because accountants kind of help the client's tax plan as well.
Most definitely. That's where one area where people wants to save tax,
Yeah.
but they don't take advice. They
Yeah.
said, oh, you need to have some plan for tax as well to see how legally you can save some tax
Yeah.
by looking into different strategies. Other thing which is pretty common is lack of risk management plan. I've seen people don't ignore their estate planning needs, like they don't make any wills or any power of attorneys. And all these can make someone vulnerable or their family in difficult situation if
Absolutely.
anything happens.
Earning the money, it's about planning for your retirement, planning for wealth creation, which will happen when you think about when you retire. And this is where financial planner, a person like you, can come in, and you will do that holistic
Magic wand and I can make you millionaire tonight.
Yeah.
about planning from now based on your situation, your cash flow, your goals and objectives. Work on a plan on what strategies will suit you, where it will help you long way to improve your overall situation.
Absolutely, absolutely. What is that one financial habit you have seen in your clients which help them create wealth and you would encourage our audience?
We generally say around 10 to 20% of your savings should go towards for your future planning. If you save, let's say, $10,000 a month, I'm just picking up a number,
Yeah.
then at least 10% or 20% of that you should put away either for yourself and invest that somewhere. Starting early will always give you much better outcome long term when it comes to having much more wealth at the time you retire or after a certain time frame, because different people have different goals. I think budget and then start getting into habit to start investing money somewhere. And there are lots of investment options available in the market.
It's best that if they work with a financial planner so that they can kind of look after their client in its completion form, where the client is also able to achieve what they want to achieve in a long term or a short term.
That's for sure. You need to work as in collaboration, because we know we can complement each other. That will
Absolutely.
do this, but you need to make sure check with your accountant based on XYZ if it works, and then it works. It become much more effective.
Absolutely agreed. The cost that you are going to pay is worth the effort of making sure that your money is being invested the right way, because there's no point losing all the money that you have to save the cost of a financial advisor, because that cost is very minimal as compared to the wealth that you might end up generating with the right advice that you are going to source. And same thing even for tax planning.